and welcome back to Utterly Geek.
Jesus!
With an extra week off after
Woo!
E3, we're back in full of spunk and energy. You get to pick who's filled with which. I am Darren Bell, and I'm joined, as always, by Chris Walczyk and Steven Petrella to
Always,
discuss
though.
video games.
I mean, always, though.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
We try.
Yeah.
We each have a varied attendance record at this point. But yeah, we're hot off of E3. All the E3 news has died down, and it's finally back to the normal dull roar that is the video game industry. There's some pretty stupid and terrible things happening in the world of news and video games, and some okay things.
Yeah.
Actually, looking through it, it's mostly bad. But hey, why don't we get into it?
I mean, what's the gaming industry without a shit ton of bad news? Because that's just how they do things now, I guess.
Yeah, bad news is just news now. That seems to be the universal truth of the world. All right, let's jump right into it. Atari had invited a journalist over to their house, the house of Atari, to discuss their microconsole that has been long rumored, not rumored, but they announced it. And this particular interview, I'm trying to remember the individual's name, the reporter at hand. Let's see here. Yeah, accused a registered reporter. I don't see the name right here.
Okay.
The reporter was very critical. Kieran McCarthy, that's what it was, in San Francisco. Atari showed their microconsole, and the entire article basically goes through and says, I'm really suspicious as to whether or not this thing actually works or what they actually showed me is the product. And they go through and they cite a lot of different concerns that they have with the project, and basically saying the only reason to buy this is nostalgia for the Atari name, which doesn't get you very far anyway. Like they didn't even give a games list or anything like that. Atari came out and said, all of those comments are very strange, and that's not at all what we discussed at any point. None of this sounds right. They're just trying to make things up. It's very unfortunate that the reporter would hear something and then just make something else up. To which the reporter goes, really? Because here's the tapes. And he published all of the audio of everything from the interview that basically outlines everything that he said in his article.
Good Lord.
Atari's fake news.
They
Uh,
I don't know why you would
but that's the thing, right? Why would you try that? Guy's a fucking reporter.
Yeah.
It's not like he stealth recorded that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not how that works. As soon as you start talking, that recorder's on the table, says, I'm recording this.
It's funny that you didn't have it on here, but there was some news with Nvidia that was almost in the same regard, where so Nvidia basically has their disclosure agreement got leaked, their terms and agreements for disclosing things for their products, and basically it outlines they can only say positive things, and that is it. And that is the only time that they will release any kind of news about Nvidia, is that if it is only positive. If it's remotely negative, they'll just they'll take action on it.
That'll fly like a lead balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of almost in the same regard with the Atari thing, and that's what kind of reminded me of it, because I saw that today and I was like, this sounds familiar.
Yeah. It's just it's so fucking ridiculous, because it's just like, accept the criticism and make your product better. Like, look at the criticism and say, you know what, maybe our product isn't that good right now, but we can make it better, and just take it in. And I mean, maybe all the stuff isn't true, but you build upon the stuff that is, and you make it better, instead of being like, hey, all that shit's wrong, we have a good product here, and blah blah blah. Like, fuck it, just accept it. Someone made a report about you. You didn't like it. It's life moves on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fucking work harder.
Yeah. See, the time when they come out and say, no, none of that shit's right. That's not at all what we talked about. Immediately fucking red flags. You lying sacks of shit.
Yeah.
That means everything that they're saying in that article, well, maybe not everything. That's a bit hyperbolic, but
it's not Gearbox here. Let's calm down.
It lends a lot of credence to the criticisms of, I don't know if this is actually a thing. I don't know if this is real. I don't know if this thing can do the things they're promising. For them to come out that hyper negative right out of the gate, oh, man. Go back to making speaker hats, dudes.
Yeah, that's not a good look for them. I mean...
Fuck 'em.
I was a little leery about that thing anyways. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why would they even try? Like, it's a difficult war right now anyways, in the console race. Like,
nostalgia.
That's exactly it. They were thinking, oh, we got the name. We're going to make it look kind of like an old Atari, and people will buy it because of that.
Mm.
Really, all they did was buy a whole shit ton of Ouyas, and they're putting them in new cases.
Well, at least if it's connected together, maybe it'll actually function all right.
I really kind of hope that is the case, that it ends up being a bunch of Ouyas just reboxed. Like, that would be fucking sweet.
They're all just networked connected together, like, in between each other.
That would be fucking sweet and terrible all at the same time. I want that to be the reality that we see. But, no, fuck them.
Yeah. I also thought that the concept behind that was that it was almost like a Steam box or something. Like, it just played Steam games.
Yeah, that was kind of the argument, that it would come preloaded with Atari classics, whatever those may be, and would function as a Steam box.
Yeah.
With expansion ports for bigger hard drives.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, I give no shits, and I give even less shits now.
Yeah.
Negative shits are given.
Mm-hmm.
J.J. Abrams has announced that they are launching a video games division. Company president and chief operating officer Brian Weinstein announced Thursday that the entertainment production company has entered a strategic relationship with, can you guess?
Yeah.
Tencent.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God.
For Bad Robot Games. Stop doing business with Tencent. This is real bad.
It's weird because with PUBG Mobile actually being the better PUBG game, that in that regard, I'm like, Tencent's not so bad. But after reading so much about them, of how they are with their previous history,
how much they own,
it's like, okay, yeah, that's pretty crazy, especially in the mobile market.
Yeah, no, Tencent's a terrifying prospect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The more they buy, the closer we are to that dark dystopian future where Atari buys Tencent.
It's kind of upsetting because I feel like Bad Robot has a lot of like cool assets available for gaming. Like, just they could have like a lot of cool ideas. Like, you have like Cloverfield stuff and Westworld and fucking Lost and all these like weird things that you can make like interesting games with. So it could be cool for them to dive into it, but I wish other companies were with them on that.
Yeah.
Definitely not Super 8 because that was already a demo.
Which was really fucking cool.
Yeah.
That was a really cool fucking demo.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, it was an interactive trailer from what they called it.
But the thing that kind of bothers me too is that they work with Valve on that. So why didn't they just work with, like, Valve was like, hey, we're gonna make games again. Why couldn't they work with Valve?
Dude, because that was like over a fucking decade ago, basically.
Where's my Half-Life and Portal movies that they said that they were working on with Bad Robot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have said in a couple of interviews, oh no, we're still working with them. Like, like everything Valve says, I'll believe it when I fucking see it. You got. But they did say as a part of this that they're working on large-scale and indie titles for mobile, PC, and console markets. They're using in-house visual artists, designers, and writers from Bad Robot to work on them. And they will be based off of Bad Robot properties, along with assistance from Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment as a minority investor. So we could get some cool shit out of this. The more I keep hearing Tencent, the more scared I get.
Yeah.
Right. I'm trying to remember if any of the some of the more recent Mission Impossible games. Mission Impossible video game.
Oh God.
We just ride around on a bike all the time because that's all Tom Cruise does in all those fucking movies.
That or get bolted to the outside of a plane.
Yep.
In other news, there is a report coming out of Eurogamer that finally Telltale is apparently ditching its 35-year-old engine.
My God, fucking finally.
Yeah.
Shock.
Well, I don't know, man. This is what we've always wanted, but I'm really curious to see what that first game ends up looking like and operating like.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it could be fine. I mean, granted, sure, like, you know, their old engine was, you know, I'm sure they're used to it, but it's like, it's just basically maybe not entirely start from scratch, but just improve upon it.
Well, see, that's kind of the problem. They've been doing that for 25 years.
Yeah.
For the past 100 years, that's all they've been doing, is updating that. Did anyone here play the Batman game?
No, even I didn't.
But I heard very good things about it, and I've heard that really showcases that engine as being really nice. Even as late as that. But, I mean...
I've heard maybe not nice. I've heard more. It's actually really pushing that engine hard.
Right. Well, when you're working with a 300-year-old engine, there's
yeah. I mean, I think for what they were doing, that engine was good, but it's definitely time for it to update. You know,
Yeah.
Like it's time to get into a little bit more fast-paced engine. A little bit like, I don't know, just feels a little clunky.
Well, yeah, they really need to streamline their inputs. As much as I love that first Walking Dead season, it still plays really rough.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Whereas, yeah, I mean, and that's why I think it's really important for games like Life is Strange that really expand on what that can be with a similar type of input system. But there's a certain level of input difference. I wouldn't even call it polish necessarily in the case of Life is Strange.
Yeah.
But it feels just a little bit tighter in what you're doing.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But also Life is Strange, whenever you're trying to shoot a gun, it makes sense that you can't shoot a gun because you're a teenage girl who's never held a gun before.
Right.
Whereas in The Walking Dead, when you're trying to shoot, it is a goddamn nightmare. Yeah, this is just good news. I just wonder, what do they debut it with? What other franchise, what other property do they buy or get access to make a new game with?
I mean, they're wrapping up Walking Dead, so it's not like they can do that.
They could take that last one and put it on the new engine.
No,
but I don't think they're going to.
It was already announced. They showed a trailer with gameplay footage. Yeah, they're not going to do it.
Do they? Here's a thought: Poker Night 3. Poker Night 3, new engine. Fuck yeah, yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how long they're planning on being in development with a new game. For what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I mean, I would say they'd probably try to do something like superhero maybe, because that would stay fresh longer. than something that's like more recent, like Game of Thrones or like Westworld or whatever, or Walking Dead or something. I would say they might go more superhero.
Or fuck it.
Or
fuck it. Sam and Max.
That's the only answer.
Whole nother Sam and Max series coming out with the new engine.
That's the only fucking answer.
I think that's probably. I mean,
you guys are thinking all like licensed shit. No. They should debut the new engine with a fucking Sam and Max game.
Let's be honest. That's really the only thing they've ever been doing is licensed shit for the past.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Decade or so.
But if they did Sam and Max, that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah. No, sign me the fuck up. Give me a new goddamn Sam and Max. I'm hopeful for that. Valve was trying to create a Steam Link iOS app in order to allow you to stream from your PC to any screen. This is exclusive to the iOS platform. Apparently, this app has been approved for Android devices.
Mm-hmm.
So all you would have to do, theoretically, is download this app to an Android-powered device or iOS-powered device, and you'd be able to stream from your PC to that device.
Right.
Apple originally rejected this because this also allowed you to purchase games through Steam on the app, which violates Apple's terms of service, which I think is a fat lot of bullshit because you're not buying games for the Apple platform, you're buying them for the PC platform.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Apple gonna Apple, yo.
But like, I mean, you can have a Kindle app on the phone, on the iPhone. I don't have an iPhone, but I have friends who have iPhones. You can have a Kindle app and download and purchase Kindle books on your iPhone. That's the same thing. It bypasses the Apple Store so they don't get their cut. That's all they're concerned about. This would never touch the Apple Store to begin with, so I don't understand why they're raising a stink on it.
They're just jealous they don't have games. That's all.
Oh, I didn't put that news item in there. I'm sorry, Steve. I cut you off.
Oh no, I was just gonna say they probably have like some kind of like big terms and condition thing already like written out, and they're just like, we can't fucking do it. We can't violate this. Because I just don't see them just saying no, we can't do it. It's probably just because they have some kind of fucking crazy terms and conditions things that they can't violate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or else like all these other companies are gonna throw a fucking tantrum, you know. Right. So they're just like, well, it would be fine, but this is our fucking policy. Sorry, you know. But
yeah, I was thinking about it too. I think it's because they are games and not a book that it would cause an issue.
Yeah.
Something to do with their wording and books.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they'll find a way to do it at some point, but might just take a little bit longer if this thing works out for them. I don't know.
Well, Valve has updated the Steam Link iOS app to remove purchasing ability.
Okay.
So I think that's how they're getting around it.
Well, that makes sense.
It's the standard Valve procedure. Whatever is the least amount of effort travel, they will go that way just to get it done and out of the way.
Speaking of which, there is also a game that has now been permanently disabled on Mac due to DRM, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance.
Oh, Jesus, that's right.
Recently received its final patch on Mac, which disabled... No, I'm sorry. The DRM system contacts outside servers, which have since been shut down. So if you own that game on OS X, you cannot play it.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
It's completely dead on Mac only. You can still play it on PC.
Well, that's
who the fuck plays games on Mac anyways,
yeah, seriously.
You know?
Well, you know,
some people.
Hey, you know, I did my first couple years of college, but then I was like, why the fuck do I have a Mac? And then switched over.
Because you're playing TF2, and honestly, at that time, you didn't need anything else.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, even today, you don't really need anything other than TF2. Let's be honest.
I guess.
But yeah, that's super shitty. And Valve's solution is to remove it from the Mac store and remove Mac capabilities, which honestly, in their position, there's nothing else that they really could do. That's on the publisher. And it's Konami.
Oh yeah.
So there's that. Womp womp. I can't say that anymore.
It's a brick wall, and it's just like they're like, nah, fuck that. But wait, they mentioned something about Metal Gear? I don't know, whatever. Does it have to do with Metal Gear Survive and giving us more money through that game? No? Alright, well, fuck off then. I don't know.
Kill it. We're Konami. Fuck you. Oh, let's see. Post E3, there were a few interviews with Nintendo's own Reggie Fils-Aimé where the Virtual Console question came up, to which he responded that the Virtual Console successor is being viewed internal to Nintendo as Nintendo Switch Online. Which, if that is the... This is why Nintendo endlessly infuriates me as a Nintendo fan. This is what I wanted out of Virtual Console. Make it your subscription plan so that I can give you $20 a year just to get all of your classic games. The problem with Nintendo Switch Online is that's not how they're marketing it.
Yeah.
They front-loaded it with that goddamn terrible app, which, by the way, is not required. Fortnite uses external microphones on the Switch.
Yeah.
So that clearly shows that this is just Nintendo being Nintendo and trying to protect their own games from foul language.
Yeah.
And, like, if they came out of the gate and said, yo, this is the Virtual Console. Here's 30 original Nintendo games that are going to be available at the onset, and then we're going to keep piling more games on as this keeps going for $20 a year.
Yeah.
That's how they salvage this. You keep your online play free, even with the shitty app, because that should be free if you have to use that shitty app, and then charge $20 a year for their classic library. You'd see a lot more people voluntarily line up for that. They'd still get shit for that shitty app, as they should.
Yeah.
But, like, this is a marketing problem. Fucking Nintendo. Oh, my fuck.
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
I don't even know if it's just 1 step back.
Yeah. 3? We'll go with 3. Maybe 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2.5 to 3.
Yeah.
I mean, despite their best efforts, they endlessly kick themselves in the nuts when it comes to the internet. And it pisses me off because I played a lot of Splatoon this last weekend. That game's still really fucking good.
I played Stardew. That's a single-player game. I mean, that was fucking awesome. So,
not for long. Stardew is going to be multiplayer.
Well, yeah.
First one on console.
Yeah, well, I've been playing on PC.
Yeah. I think, I need to play that game multiplayer. But, like, seriously, if this is what Nintendo did out of the gate, saying, hey, Virtual Console is now a subscription service, here's the titles, it would have been much better received.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that they did not say that at all during E3 is even more infuriating.
Yeah, but they gotta spend 27 minutes going through every single detail of all the Smash characters.
Wii Fit Trainer's face is better.
Yeah. Can you tell the difference between Ike's voices?
They're slightly different. No, they're not. Look, Pikachu's tail is female because it's a heart. What? In other news, Microsoft has announced that they are reworking the Xbox app for Windows 10 to, quote, focus on PC gamers and their needs.
How about just put on fucking Steam? There, you solved the problem. My God, you don't have to rework anything.
That would make me so happy if they come up with a reworked Xbox app and it's just Steam integration.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking really. Just get it on Steam. Done. I saved you so much shit so much work that you don't need to do.
That would be nuts, and that would gain them a ton of goodwill if they partnered with Valve to allow Xbox accounts to hook into Steam.
I think it would be hilarious with Microsoft coming to Valve. of all things, going to fucking going to fucking Gabe Newell and being like, "Hey, can we use your store, your platform?"
And he would just pull out a knife and say, "What do you think?"
Okay.
Sure. What do we have to do? Nothing. Cool.
Yeah, exactly. They just get more money from Microsoft games, like.
Yeah, I mean, if they came out with a highly optimized Halo on PC through Steam, it would sell so many fucking copies. It would be insane.
Oh man. Well, I think if they come out with a highly optimized Halo on PC, regardless of the storefront,
it's gonna sell a lot of
crazy.
copies. Yeah.
Well, Halo 6 is. My guess is by the time we're done with this Halo Master Chief Collection, that'll be on Windows 10.
Yeah.
And that will immediately sell through the goddamn roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would fucking love to play like Halo 2, a good Halo 2 online.
See, but that was the problem with the Master Chief Collection, is that the Halo 2 online was not classic Halo 2 online.
Yeah.
That was upsetting to me.
I think it was an option where you could select it though.
I'll have to double check. I'm back on that gold train.
Okay.
Because I kind of wanted to get back into Halo, and they were offering some pretty sweet free games.
Yeah, if I recall, I think there was like the modern Halo 2, but then there was like Halo 2 Classic. And that was the one where it was like obviously everyone was fucking over there and not even touching the other shit.
Yeah. I'll have to double check because man, Halo 2 is a real fucking good game.
Yeah.
Ugh.
If I would, exactly as Steve was saying, if I was able to play Halo 2 multiplayer on PC, like fucking awesome, great, I'm on board.
Yep. And really, I think I feel like that's kind of been the vibe out of Microsoft for the past couple of years. It's like, hey, the Xbox is great and all, but we want you to buy our software because that's where we make all of our money. So we're going to start putting our first-party stuff on PC. I mean, Halo 6 is on PC. That's confirmed. The last time they showed a Halo 5 thing, didn't they? And they had
Halo 5 has been brought over to the Windows 10 store.
Well, Halo 5 was always on the Windows 10 store. It just wasn't the campaign.
Okay.
It was this weird, half-assed custom multiplayer thing.
Oh, that's right. It was their, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
It was their first attempt at putting Halo on PC, and it was okay, but like you had to play custom games.
Yeah.
It wasn't what people actually wanted.
Yeah.
But I'll bet you that Master Chief Collection by year's end will be on PC, or at least announced to be on PC.
Right.
Microsoft has also said that they are no longer planning VR support on the Xbox after taking a look at the VR environment, which makes perfect sense.
Not a bad idea.
I mean, they killed the Kinect. So, did the Kinect have any part with it?
No.
With VR? Okay.
No, because they never officially announced any VR plans.
Oh.
They took a very strong stance of, we're kind of teaming up with Oculus, but not really, we'll announce something when the time is right. And apparently that time is never.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of inclined to agree.
Yeah. At this point, it's not. I don't think it's worth it.
There's a few games I really do want to play in VR.
Yes.
Fucking Tetris Effect. I want him to fuck my eyeballs with Tetris.
For me, that would be Thumper.
No. The Tetris Effect is the game that was announced by the guy who made Rez. At E3 this year, and it's I fuck me with Tetris. Fuck me in the eyes with all the Tetris. Which is what I want.
Really, my number one VR is Resident Evil 7. I just want to play that fucking game.
I was just gonna say that I would definitely play Resident Evil 7.
That is one instance that I've heard that like on its own, yes, it's a very good game, but VR is like the way to fucking go with that game. Unfortunately, it's a lot more expensive, but it's like it actually enhances the experience of that game and isn't just some little trope where it's like, oh, okay, I can like
Yeah.
This thing's coming out at me now. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
It feels like you're like, it's a lot better implemented in there than like, from what I've heard, Fallout. Or
oh god.
Or some of the other first party Bethesda games that weren't so great.
Doom?
I heard Skyrim was pretty good. I heard Doom was decent at best, decent. But fucking Fallout 4, apparently they did not hit the frame rate correctly.
Oh god.
So that's a much different type of eye fucking. That is not something I want anything to do with.
Right. If that was the case, I would probably try Skyrim on VR.
I've heard decent things. There's actually a Giant Bomb Rodeo about it.
Of course.
Where you got Jeff Gerstmann up there flailing like an asshole trying to play Skyrim in VR.
Mm-hmm.
But I really want... the only games that I want to play in VR, I already have on Steam. So I guess I would just wait for a cheap-ass Oculus? Or Vive? Vive. I would go with a Vive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, like, give me that res. I just want that man to fuck me in the eyeballs.
Super hot. That's another one. That's another one I just thought of.
That's a very different game when you're playing it in VR, too.
Oh, yeah.
It's completely different levels and challenges.
Oh, I want to play that. I want to play that in VR so badly.
Also,
that would be fucking sweet.
Yeah, given how that game unfolds, I really want to see what they do with real VR.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Guys, I gotta replay Super Hot. It's so good.
It's okay, you can finish it in like one sitting.
Yeah, it's so good. And then you get to Killstagram, which is the best name of a fake service in a game.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Killstagram. Okay, podcast over. Everyone go play Super Hot.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're done here. That's it. Thanks for tuning in. See you. No other news because Super Hot just reigns supreme.
Because Super Hot. That's the rules. You know, you mention Super Hot and everyone has to quit and go play Super Hot.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm going to violate one now by mentioning Deus Ex. That means everyone has to go and install Deus Ex again. But in reality, we do have other news. Friday the 13th. All future content has been summarily canceled. And no further updates will be coming out on the game.
That's a shame.
Yeah. I mean, it was such a cool idea. I watched a number of streams about it.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like a really neat game that they never really worked out all the kinks on.
Yeah.
Which is really upsetting, but...
Well, I mean, from what I remember reading, it's just a licensing thing.
Yeah.
If I recall. So, I mean, it's tough. Where you're totally dependent on a franchise of a game, and you know, like seeing the concept of it, I was like, man, that's fucking awesome because they're totally taking that 1v4 aspect and it's through a license, and it makes sense with it being a slasher film, a famous slasher film, but it's fucking gruesome as shit, and yeah, it just sucks. But I mean, hey, there's still. Oh god, what's that other one? Dead by
Daylight.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that one.
That's another 1v4 game.
Yeah, that asymmetric multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Friday the 13th had the same problem that a lot of those asymmetric games had, where people would connect in, and if they weren't Jason, they would quit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just a constant problem with that. But I feel bad for people who really love that game. Warner Brothers is currently being sued by Bethesda as a result of their Westworld mobile game.
Mm-hmm.
The argument is that the Westworld mobile game has source code ripped directly from Fallout Shelter.
Yep.
So this isn't necessarily them being dicks about IP or rights or anything like that, but like, no, dude, they're alleging that they stole their source code.
I think it was because they noticed it was because of the bugs It was bugs that they recognized.
Yeah.
That they were like, hey, wait a minute, that's our bugs. We know that.
That's our fuck up.
Those are our mistakes.
I didn't read that part, but that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh. That warms my blackened heart.
That's like classic. That's classic Bethesda just being like, hey, wait a minute.
I know that problem.
We recognize those bugs. What the fuck?
That's awesome. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. But I didn't even know Westworld had an app.
I didn't either.
Sure, of course.
Well, it's probably going to be gone soon.
Yep.
Download it fast. Speaking of which, I got back into Fallout Shelter as a result of E3.
Mm-hmm.
They have added so much to that game.
Right. I've kind of wanted to do it with my Switch, actually. I just haven't.
I tried. I can't do it. I can't do it with the controller, and I don't like touching my Switch screen. But you should try it because it's free and it's on the Switch.
Yeah, because I remember playing on my mobile device. That's when I was playing it, because I didn't play it on PC. I just played on my, because I was like, this makes sense for it, because why not? I don't think it was even available for PC at that. No, it wasn't, because it was originally announced for just iPhone, and then like months later it was Android, and then months after that, then it was PC.
PC, yeah.
And then like almost a year after, it was like for consoles.
Yeah, I mean, I tried it on my Switch, but the thing is, the nature of that game, I don't play my Switch consistently every day.
Yeah.
And sometimes things in that game require, like, every 10 or 12 hours, pop in.
Yeah. Right.
Or else people are gonna die.
Yeah.
So, for me, it's not a good fit, but I can see that being a good fit for other people.
Now that you reminded me about the whole time thing, yeah, I mean, I've kind of been playing my Switch almost every day, but yeah, that would suck if it's just like I miss one day or something, or 2 days or multiple days. Yeah. It's just like all my shit's gone.
Just download it again on your phone, because I've got pets now and I've got a kitty cat. That's awesome. There's a kitty cat that makes my guns cheaper. I don't know how that works, but it's awesome.
Just gives them the old Puss in Boots look. That's all.
Yeah, there's fucking crafting in that game now.
Oh Jesus!
So you know how you used to like build your deposit area and you'd never run out of space? I'm constantly out of space because I'm full up with fucking yarn and baseball gloves and bullshit. Anyway, sorry for that segue. We're not being paid by Bethesda. I just like that game.
We will be waiting for all 3 of our checks. Thank you very much, Bethesda.
In other happy news, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice has broken 1 million sales.
Woo!
Nice.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm good on that game.
I'm really my first thought, I mean, not with this news, but I'm kind of still thinking about with Microsoft buying Ninja Theory. Like, oh God, where do they go? What do they do?
Do not make a sequel. Do not make a sequel.
No,
I don't think they make a sequel. I think Microsoft is gonna just employ them to make some fucking insanely awesome AAA title for them.
Yeah. I hope that's the case, where it's like it's something that is like narratively fresh, like Senua. But has that like AAA quality like gameplay, and I mean, already with their engine is like fucking great, so it's not like they need to really improve anything there, but still with like the publishing and marketing that they have under Microsoft, I hope that's all they do. I hope that's just it, but they keep all the creative shit on them, and that's all.
Yeah. Just give them more money so they can make a AAA title, not a AA title.
Yeah.
Jeff Keighley got out there and also confirmed that the Game Awards are coming December 6th.
Fuck the Oscars! Fuck the Oscars!
And this is why you watch the Game Awards, because dumb shit like that happens, and it's beautiful. His banner on Twitter is still from the Game Awards 2015.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Well, you know, was that when he first started running it himself?
I think so. I think that was his first year.
That's probably why he still has it up, because, you know, that's like something that's like you look back as to where it all began. That kind of deal. That's how I see that.
How am I not following Jeff Keighley on Twitter?
I don't know. What the fuck, man? It's okay. I'm not either.
I like that dude. He's weird and independent.
Yeah. You know, the Utterly Geek Twitter account is, and maybe that's why. Maybe you were on the Utterly Geek and you saw it and you followed it and then didn't think about it, realizing you were on the other one.
But I'm looking right now and I'm looking at a cheeseburger, so I know this is my account.
Yes.
So set your dates, set your calendars. December 6th.
Fuck the Oscars.
Fuck the Oscars.
He needs to come back. Because I hope he will have well, I mean, he already said he was working on a new game already. And I hope that he is there again to announce it and say it's the greatest thing ever, just like he did with A Way Out. Yeah. It'll blow your fucking mind, is what he kept saying.
You know what? I think what I would really like to see is back-to-back him and then Sean Murray kind of slink out.
Oh, God.
Hi.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
I think that's the only way he does it, because he and Jeff Keighley have a good relationship.
Right.
But, yeah, no, to go from, fuck the Oscars, really high energy and everyone loving on him, to Sean Murray would be beautiful.
Yeah.
Last bit of news here is Life is Strange 2 has been officially announced. First episode will be September 27th of this year. That's all they're saying. They haven't given any indication as to any kind of story or setting or people.
That's fine.
Other than Captain Spirit
yeah.
having some effect on that story, but cool. I'm very happy that they've confirmed that and given a date.
I mean, I know that game is like a one-off episode kind of deal, and I know it's free, but I'm still like, eh. But the fact that it's like, oh, you have to play it for it to set up Life is Strange 2, I don't know.
Well, it's free. That's why they did that.
Yeah.
So that you can play the free game that only takes you an hour to play.
Right.
It's like a mini episode to get you introduced to the new world of Life is Strange, which it looks like I'm really happy they're pivoting it into a area that is completely different characters, which is what they need to do with Life is Strange.
Yes. Yeah, because I feel like that story is done.
Between the prequel and the original, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even play the prequel. I was mildly interested.
I just bought it during the Steam sale.
Okay.
So I have weird mixed feelings about that because that came out during the voice actors strike. So the original voice actors aren't in the majority of the game. The strike ended in time for the epilogue. And so Ashley Birch comes back only in the bonus episode. So it's weird to buy that game knowing that it's scab labor producing it.
I mean, I also heard that some of the voices were still not too bad. They weren't terrible.
But on a fundamental level, they were on strike. So anyone doing that is I've got mixed feelings on it. So I bought it on a deep discount. Which I guess doesn't make it better. I don't know. Whatever. It's complicated.
Sure.
But that'll be it for news, unless I missed something, gentlemen.
Nope. All
right. That'll kick us over to emails. You can email us at utterlygeek@gmail.com. That's UTTERLYG33k@gmail.com. If you send them there, we'll answer them here. First email from YouTube. Your video has been blocked.
Fuck you, Nintendo.
Actually, this wasn't claimed by Nintendo. You've been reading this wrong the entire time. It's the Pokemon Company.
Oh, whatever.
They're not Nintendo. They are separate entities.
Whatever. Pokemon started on Nintendo. I'm
as
saying
a separate
fuck
company.
You as Nintendo.
It's the Pokemon Company.
Then fuck both of them. Then fuck both of them.
Don't they own the Pokemon Company though?
I didn't think they owned the Pokemon Company. It's a weird whole thing because there's the Pokemon Company and Game Freak, and they're the ones who make all of the Pokemon games, but Game Freak makes their own weird games. If you look for Tembo the Badass Elephant on Steam, that's Game Freak making a weird ass elephant platformer thing on all the other systems, but it's still Game. I don't know. Nintendo might own the Pokemon. No, Nintendo does not own the Pokemon Company. Because when Pokemon Go came out, Nintendo's stock price skyrocketed to the point where they had to come out and say, you know, we're not the Pokemon Company. We don't own the Pokemon Company. At which point their stock corrected back down to where it was. And the Pokemon Company shot up. So, yeah, they are, I believe, legally separate entities. It's weird.
On paper.
They probably just run on the same policies, though.
Yeah. No, I would imagine. That's it for emails. You can also follow us on Instagram at Utterly Geek. That's UTTERLYG33k on Instagram. Steven pilots that over there. He seems to be keeping us above the clouds. You can send questions there, and we'll answer them here.
But we did not get any.
Cool. You can also follow us on Twitter at Utterly Geek. That's UTTERLYGEEK at Twitter because someone's dyslexic. Chris runs that one.
Hi.
We'll take questions there as well, or comments or feedback. It's all good. Also follow us on YouTube at Utterly Geek. That's with the 3s.
Yes.
We'll happily take your comments there.
Yeah.
And you can watch us live most Monday evenings around 8:30 Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/CPTWally. Watch along, comment along. If your comment is pertinent, we'll bring it into the conversation at that time. Otherwise, we'll answer those questions here. We get any questions or comments this week, Wally?
On Twitch, no, but on YouTube we did.
On YouTube we did?
On YouTube we did.
Okay.
As part of our coverage for E3, Part 1, we have Johnny Wellman, who... Yes. Johnny Wellman, who has commented previously, he left 2 comments. He said, 1, the graphics in Forza Horizon 4 was amazing. I mean, it was fucking breathtaking.
Agreed.
Yes.
Seasons change everything.
Yeah.
Seasons, man. And then he also said, I thought the Halo clip was better graphically than Halo 5 because they're coming back down to Earth. No more of that space shit. I hope and I thought the graphics were outstanding. That Halo clip got me so ready for this game. Graphics were beautiful.
I didn't think that was Earth. I thought you saw a Halo in the background.
Yeah. Yes, correct.
But it looks very Earth-like, and there are a lot of animals. The last time...
I think what he means is it's more back down to Earth, as in not literally back down to Earth, but it's more of they're back to their roots of being on Halo instead of taking place on random planets in space.
Well, I am looking forward to seeing Helios once we get there. The Elite's homeworld, because they made a big point of that at the end of Halo 5.
Yeah.
The whole log-off screen. We'll see you at Helios.
Right.
So I'm at least looking forward to seeing that. And I also am looking forward to seeing their wild animals. Because the last time we saw wild animals was Halo Reach.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yes. Yep.
Which is one of the better Halo games.
I would honestly say best. That's like the most hours I put.
I don't know, because ODST, man.
Yeah, I know. You have a soft spot for ODST.
Well, I think...
And Halo 2.
I think ODST, like, maybe, like, story-wise and, like, character-wise might be their best, but I think Reach is their all-around best game, personally.
Like, their single player was fucking awesome, and their multiplayer, I just kept fucking playing so much.
Yeah, I think all-around it's their best. I love Halo 2 multiplayer, like, the best, well, just because of nostalgia, I think. Like, I mean, if I went back and played it, I'd probably be like, holy fuck, I can't even see anything, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
That's why you need the Master Chief version.
And I really loved ODST's like character-driven story and like the multiple like little storylines that they had going on through that was really good. But I think overall, Reach,
because
my favorite too.
Reach had that new performance-based unlock system, right? Where you would get credits and then use that to unlock.
Yeah.
But that was even more valuable because that was your character in the single player, which was such a cool thing. That's the only time where a non-voiced customizable main character in a fucking linear shooter was really fucking good.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I kind of want to play that game again now. Actually,
Fuck it, let's all go play Reach.
Just get that game on fucking Windows, you sons of bitches.
I know, seriously.
Maybe you guys shouldn't have gotten rid of your Xboxes.
Get on fucking Windows.
They've made a very strong argument to have an Xbox One just to play the old games in an up-resed, nicer way. I'm happy I still have my Xbox. If that's it for questions, we can move on to new releases for your coming week. Starting with PlayStation 4, The Crew 2 comes out June 22nd.
I haven't heard good things about that.
Oh, neither have I.
I mean, that was more or less the same with the first game, so.
Right. Far Cry 3 Classic Edition comes out June 26th on PS4. Which is a remastered version of Far Cry 3, which totally needed a remaster, guys.
Yeah.
It's just to get it on the modern systems.
Yeah.
And $60 again.
Yeah, because this is the first I'm hearing about it.
Actually, that was a pre-order bonus for like the ultimate $900 the $100 version of Far Cry 5. Here, we'll give you the game you actually wanted. Thanks, Call of Duty, for putting that idea in everyone's mind, you fucking asshats. Luminous Remastered, coming out June 26th on PS4, PC, Switch, and Xbox One. Let me reel it back there. Far Cry 3 Classic is also coming out Xbox One and PC. Same day. The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit come out June 26 on PS4, PC, and I believe it's already out on Xbox and PC. It might be. Very much.
It's already out now. That's why I've been seeing a lot of the reviews pop up slowly, or maybe I don't know. Maybe it is tomorrow. Who knows?
It only takes an hour, and I'm very much looking forward to it. Let's see if I can. None of these other names. Oh, Ikaruga, June 29th on PS4. Let me flash forward and double check if that is all. That is not the same time. That's not the same date. Okay. PS4. Getting Ikaruga.
Nice.
On the 29th.
I want to get it for Switch.
Yeah,
that's what
too.
I was checking. It is not the same date for Switch. Let me switch over to Xbox One again.
Is it already available on Switch?
I don't know.
I went on the shop recently, and I think it was, and I was almost tempted to get it because I was like, "Oh fuck, it's available." Yeah. And they have the fucking, you could put it in vertical mode where you basically just put the Switch vertically, and it's like you use all of the screen.
Switching over to Xbox One, Crew 2, Luminous Remastered, both on the 26th. Captain Spirit. Nier Automata, Become as Gods Edition, June 26th on Xbox One. This is the first time that game is available on Xbox One. I'm going through it right now on my own. I'm starting to feel the psychological dread. You should play that game. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy comes out June 29th on Xbox One.
Oh.
On Xbox One.
Is Switch later?
We'll get over to the Switch right now because that was it.
Okay.
Also, Luminous Remastered June 26th on the Switch. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle Donkey Kong Adventure June 26th on the Switch. Galaxy Variant S June 28th on the Switch. Galaxy is a cool game for cool people.
Okay.
Inside and Limbo, both June 28th on the Switch. Nice. So two great. You want to talk about some dread? You should play those fucking games.
Yeah, really.
Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, June 29th on the Switch.
Wow.
Right next to Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, June 29th on the Switch.
Yeah.
Nice.
No note of Ikaruga. That might be already out. I think that's
came out last week.
Yeah, I think that's right. And PC's a bunch of bullshit on top of what we already said. And I'm not even gonna bother saying any of these names because it's a bunch of bullshit. Oh, no, actually, Crash Bandicoot is on PC on June 29th.
Nice.
I was not positive that game is going to make it to PC, but it's good.
Well, the fact that they announced whenever it was that they were fucking coming out on everything, that's what was nuts.
Yeah. Certainly. And I think that's gonna do it.
Sweet.
For this week. Nice. Tight. That's a tight hour. Good job. Cool. Good job, team. Thanks for joining us. And I guess we will see you next week. Right here.
Yeah.
Twitch.tv/CPTWally. We have been Utterly Geek.
Oh, wait. Before we go.
But wait, there's more.
I have an announcement to make. Steve and I this weekend are doing a Dissects episode, so stay tuned for that shit. It's God of War. It's gonna be spoilers. It's gonna have shit tons of spoilers.
Probably God of War, which is why I'm not involved, which is the right.
But we're doing a Dissects episode. Probably we'll record and stream it. So there it is.
Nice.
Let's spin that bastard back up.
Date pending right now, as far as I know.
Yeah, there's a lot more work that goes into Dissects than our regular bullshit.
Yes.
It's high class bullshit.
I will have a glass of scotch, even if it's at 1 p.m. I will have a glass of scotch with me during that time.
Are you also gonna have a cigar?
I'd have to go get some, and
you should do that because
I'd probably have to keep wafting it out of my room, like out into the fucking window nearby.
Blow the smoke out the window.
Yeah, I'll be like, oh fuck, all right.
Get a nice scotch. Get a nice
smoke alarm's gonna go off while doing the fucking Dissects.
Yeah.
Anyway, that part where Kratos went beep 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 beep. Oh shit!
Fuck.
Guys, my house is on fire. I need to go. Well, cool. Look forward to that coming this weekend, I guess. You guys said it. I didn't.
Yeah. Well, we'll do it live on the weekend, and then we'll release it over the course of the week or something.
Ooh, that's ballsy.
Yeah, it's ballsy.
I don't like doing Dissects live, but that's just me. It's behind the curtains thing. We don't need to get into it. It's fine.
I'll figure it out.
We'll see. We'll see how we're feeling.
Yeah.
We'll look forward to that. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next week.
Bye.
Till then, keep playing games and goodbye.
Bye.